Okay, so today we are going to review the two last lessons of book 4 and then start 5. So, what surrounds this building? What surrounds this building? Other buildings?
Other buildings
Surround this building.
surround this building.
When did soldiers stop using swords in battle? When did soldiers stop using swords in battle? Soldiers
Soldiers
stopped using swords
stopped using swords
in battles
in battles
more than 100 years ago.
more than 100 years ago.
Do you think computers make your life easier or more difficult? Do you think computers make your life easier or more difficult? I think computers
I think computers
make my life easier.
make my life easier.
Do you often use the internet for finding information? Do you often use the internet for finding information? Yes.
Yes,
I often use the internet
I often use the internet
for finding information.
for find information.
Do you like shopping on the internet? Do you like shopping on the internet? Yes.
Yes,
I like shopping
I like shopping
on the internet.
on the internet.
What are some of the most popular websites in the world? What are some of the most popular websites in the world? Some of the most
of the most
popular websites in the world
popular websites in the world
are Instagram, Google.
are Instagram, Google.
What am I doing? Am I doing? You're turning the light
You turning the light
on and off.
on and off.
Do you turn off your computer when you go to bed at night? Do you turn off your computer when you go to bed at night? Yes.
Yes,
I turn off
I turn off my computer
when I go to bed
when I go to bed
at night.
at night.
What does the word great mean? What does the word great mean? The word great means
The word great means
very good,
very good,
but it can sometimes mean
but it can sometimes mean
big or important.
repeat,
Big or important.
big or important.
Hello, Shirley. How are you? Are you good? Hello, are you good? Can you hear me? Shirley, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, Shirley, give me an example of the word great meaning very good. Give me an example of the word great meaning very good. This film is great.
This film is great.
Okay. Shirley, can you hear me? Okay, Julia. Who do you think is your greatest friend? Who do you think is your greatest friend? I think
I think
my greatest friend
my greatest friend
is...
is Ana Luisa.
Okay, Shirley, can you hear me? Okay, Bruna. Tell me the names of some great people in history. Tell me the names of some great people in history. The names? Okay, Bruna is connecting. Bruna, can you hear me? Bruna, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bruna, tell me the names of some great people in history. The names?
The name
Of some great people
of some great people
in history are
in history are
Gandhi, Einstein.
Gandhi, Einstein.
Shirley, can you hear me?
Okay, now.
Ah,
Good morning.
good
Good
evening.
evening.
Shirley, who do you think was the greatest man that ever lived? Who do you think was the greatest man that ever lived? I think
I think
Jesus Christ
Jesus Christ
was the greatest man
was the greatest man
that ever lived.
that ever lived.
Bruna, which is the greatest city in your country? Which is the greatest city in your country? São Paulo
São Paulo
is the greatest city
is the greatest city
in my country. Julia, what's the past simple and the past participle of the verb to keep? What's the past simple and the past participle of the verb to keep? The past simple
Past simple
and the past participle
in the past participle
of the verb to keep
of the verb to keep
is kept.
is kept.
Julia, have you ever kept any animals at home? Have you ever kept any animals at home? Yes,
Yes,
I've kept some animals
I kept some animals
at
in
home.
my home at home.
Luna, what's the opposite of to keep a promise? What's the opposite of to keep a promise? The opposite
The opposite
of to keep a promise
of to keep a promise.
is to break a promise. Julia, have you always kept your promises? Have you always kept your promises?
Yes,
I've always
I always
kept my promises.
kept my promises.
Julia, what's the past simple and the past participle of find? What's the past simple and the past participle of find? The past simple
The past simple
and the past participle
and the past participle
of find
of find
is found.
is found.
Bruna, did you find English very difficult when you began studying it? Did you find English very difficult when you began studying it? Yes,
Yes,
I found English
I found English
very difficult
very difficult
when I first began
when I first began
studying
studying.
it. Julia, have you ever found anything on the street worth a lot of money? Have you ever found anything on the street worth a lot of money?
No,
I've never found
I never found
anything on the street
anything on the street
worth a lot of money.
worth a lot of money.
Julie, what else do people do in the evening besides watching TV? What else do people do in the evening besides watching TV? People read,
People read,
eat
eat
in the evening
in the evening
besides watching TV.
besides watch TV.
Bruna, do you study anything else besides English? Do you study anything else besides English?
No,
I don't study
I don't study
anything else besides English.
besides
Julia, what else do you study? What else do you study? I study mathematics, Portuguese.
I studied mathematics, Portuguese, etc.
Shirley, does anybody else in your family speak English besides you? Does anybody else in your family speak English besides you?
Yes,
Somebody in my family
somebody in my family
speak English
speaking English
besides me.
besides me.
Bruna, what does the word fast mean? What does the word fast mean? The word fast means
the word fast means
the same as quick
the same as quick
or quickly.
or quickly.
Julia, are you a fast writer? Are you a fast writer? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm
A
fast.
writer.
I'm a fast writer.
Shirley, do you walk fast when the weather is very hot? Do you walk fast when the weather is very hot? No,
No,
I don't walk fast
I don't walk fast
when the weather
when the weather
is very hot. I
is
walk
very hot.
slowly.
I walk slowly.
Bruna, do you go dancing very much? Do you go dancing very much?
No,
I don't go dancing
I don't go dancing
very much. Julia, is it easier to dance well if you have a good sense of rhythm? Is it easier to dance well if you have a good sense of rhythm? Yes, it's easier
Yes, it's easier
to dance well
to dance well
if you have
if you have
a good sense of rhythm.
a good sense of rhythm.
Shirley, do you prefer dancing to fast or slow music? Do you prefer dancing to fast or slow music? I prefer dancing
I prefer dancing
to
to slow
slow music. It's
music.
more romantic.
It's more romantic.
Bruna, what are the three forms of do? What are the three forms of do? The three forms of do
The three forms of do
are do,
are do,
did, done.
did, and done.
Julia, what does the word just mean? What does the word just mean? The word just
The word just
can mean
can mean
a short time ago.
a short time ago.
And it can also mean,
Sorry,
and it can also mean
it can also mean
simply or only.
simply or only.
Chile, what have I just done? What have I just done? You've just
You've just
opened the book.
opened the book.
Bruna, have you just come into the room? Have you just come into the room? No, I haven't
No, I haven't.
just come into the room. Julia, when somebody makes you angry, do you say something or do you just stay quiet? When somebody makes you angry, do you say something or do you just stay quiet? When somebody makes me angry,
Makes me angry,
I just stay
I
quiet.
keep quiet.
Okay. Shirley, are there many shops in the place where you live or just a few? Are there many shops in the place where you live or just a few? There are many or few, Shirley, shops? Shirley, your audio? Okay, Bruna, are there many shops in the place where you live or just a few?
Many.
There are many
Many.
shops
There are many shops.
in the place where I live.
Where I live.
Julia, have you ever seen a real tiger? Have you ever seen a real tiger? Yes or no?
Repeat, please.
Have you ever seen a real tiger?
Yes,
I've seen
I've seen
a real
a
tiger.
real tiger.
Julia, is James Bond a real person? Is James Bond a real person? She's connecting. Bruna, is James Bond a real person? No, James Bond
No, James Bond
isn't a real person.
isn't a real person.
Julia, is it probable that it will snow next summer? Is it probable that it will snow next summer? No, it isn't probable
No, it isn't probable
that it will snow
that it will snow
next summer.
next summer.
It's very improbable.
It's very improbable.
Talking about the snow, where did you take the picture?
Chile,
I went there. Is it Vale Nevado or Farellones?
Farellones.
Very good. It's good.
Yes.
Bruna, are you probably going to finish all of the states of the Kala method? Are you probably going to finish all of the states of the Kala method? Yes?
Yes,
I'm probably
I'm probably
going to finish all of the states of the Kala method. Julia, when do we use the first condition? When do we use the first condition? We use the first conditional.
We use the first conditional
To communicate that we are thinking of something real. Chile. Give me an example, please. Give an example, please. If he sees.
If
He sees. If. Okay, Bruna. If he sees.
If he sees
His friend.
his friend,
He will say hello.
he will say hello.
Julia, when do you use the second conditional? When do you use the second conditional? We use the second conditional.
We use the second conditional
To communicate. That we are only. Imagining something. Chile, if you feel tired tonight, will you go to bed early? If you feel tired tonight, will you go to bed early? Yes? Anna, yes?
Yes.
If I feel tired tonight,
If I feel tired tonight,
I'll go to bed early. I will go to bed early. Bruna, if you felt ill tomorrow, would you go out? If you felt ill tomorrow, would you go out? No. If I felt ill tomorrow,
No, if I felt ill tomorrow,
I wouldn't go out.